Hi guys, it's Sarah. I just wanted to introduce a concept to you that maybe you have not heard of before. It's called velocity banking, and how it works is it's a method to take the same money that you already have and are spending, but make it so that you can pay off your debt in a much faster way. Velocity banking. So let me share my screen and I'll run through a scenario just to give you an idea of why it is actually better. Sorry, one second. Okay. We want this one. All right, so I probably should have done this live with you, but I crunched the numbers out ahead of time, but I'll walk through it. So let's say that you have $20,000 on credit cards as debt. I'm looking right here. And the $20,000 credit card is at a 24% interest rate, which works out to approximately a $395 per month payment. Just a minimum payment for that. Now, over here on the left, you have an income of $5,000 a month take home. Your expenses are $4,500 a month, and your cash flow is $500 a month. Or, as most people would think of that cash flow, as maybe savings. You have $500 a month that you can put towards savings. So, let's say you had a savings account that was paying you 5% interest, which most of them aren't even coming close to that. But let's just say you did. So $500 a month savings times 12 months, that's $6,000 in the year that you would have saved if you put it all away every month. And earning 5% interest, you would have earned approximately $300. A little bit more than that because of compounding interest, but not a lot more. All right. So then the total saved would have been $6,300 at the end of the year. Now, most people probably won't just save that $500 a month for the whole entire year and not touch it because they want to pay down that credit card. So most people won't even earn the 5% on their $500 per month. They will just be plunking it towards that credit card. But we see that if you did that, that you would just be putting $6,000 towards that credit card, lowering it to $14,000 at the end of the year. Now, it actually would be not even that low because you're not paying off the credit card, you're just making the minimum payment. So therefore, the interest would still be accumulating on the credit card that entire time as well. But that gets into lots of number crunching that kind of gets into the weeds. And I just wanted to show you the 30,000 foot view of how this process works. So I'm just showing you what people typically do. So again, the $500 per month savings, they could put it in their savings account and earn interest on it, or they could start paying down their credit card. But let's say they did earn interest on it, given the benefit of the doubt. And so $20,000 in credit card minus $6,300 at the year end, they would owe $13,700 as a balance on that credit card. Now, come over here to the far right column, and this is where velocity banking is explained. So instead of putting that $500 a month into savings and letting it sit there, what we recommend you do in velocity banking is you put your entire paycheck right towards that credit card. So you have a $20,000 credit card, you put in $5,000 towards it. That lowers the balance to $15,000. Then you're going to add your expenses back in. So throughout the month, you're going to be charging $4,500. But actually, it's less. It's less by $395. Why? Because when you made that $5,000 payment with putting your income into the credit card, it immediately wiped out your need to make that minimum payment each month. So you immediately save $395 by doing this. your very first month. So again, you have a $15,000 credit card balance, and your expenses are actually $41,005. And then that brings your credit card balance back up to $19,105 in month one. Now you do it again. You repeat that. So you put your $5,000 income right into that. It lowers it down to $14,105. You add back in your expenses, and it makes your credit card balance at the end of month two $18,210. Now you repeat that for month three. You put in your $5,000 income. It lowers it to $13,210. And then you charge your expenses, $41,005. And at the end of month three, your credit card balance is now at $17,315. As you can see, I've run out of room to be able to carry that through the entire year. But a simple way to know what's happening is from this point to this point was $895 saved. So from month 1 to 2, another $895, and from 2 to 3, $895. So if you take $895 and you times it out by 12 months, your credit card will be lessened by $10,740 by the end of the year. So $20,000 credit card minus $10,740 is $9,260 is what your balance will be by year end. And we compare that to the standard way of saving the $500 every month and earning interest on it, and then taking all that and paying off that credit card at the end of the year, or not paying it off, but putting it towards that balance. That would have been $13,700 is what your new balance would be on that credit card, versus Velocity Banking is $9,260. So that's actually a savings of we'll just say $4,440 over what you would have saved if you would have just banked in the traditional fashion. So it's a pretty neat method. I personally have been using it for a couple years, and I love it. There's a few different nuances that go into why this is great. Even my simplified scenario didn't talk about the fact that you would be saving even more over here on the right-hand column than I showed, because as the credit card balance is decreasing, so is your interest that you're paying each month. And I didn't even count that in. So there's a lot of advantages to playing on this side in Velocity Banking, and really no advantages to banking the normal way and just letting the bank have your money during the whole year instead of being able to use it in your own bank, in a sense. Hopefully this made sense, and I'm here if you have any questions, and happy to help you. And yeah, this is just one scenario with one credit card. So you can take this same process, and once you pay off the one credit card or get close enough to then lump in another credit card, you can snowball effect this. And it really is Velocity Banking at its finest, and you pay down your debt much, much more quickly than you would have in any other scenario. Okay, go back to our recording here page, and I'm going to sign off. Hope that was helpful, guys. Have a good day.